Let us begin with international organizations. This is a very important topic in government. It appears in your exams every single year. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the meaning and purposes of international organizations, the United Nations Organization, the Organization of African Unity and the African Union, the Commonwealth of Nations, the Economic Community of West African States, their organs, functions, achievements, problems, and how to answer exam questions. Take your notes. Let us go. First, what are international organizations? International organizations are bodies established by treaties between two or more countries. They have members from different nations. They work on issues that affect multiple countries. International organizations can be global or regional. Global organizations include the United Nations. Regional organizations include the African Union and ECOWAS. International organizations promote peace, security, economic development, human rights, and cooperation among nations. They provide a forum for countries to discuss common problems. They also help to resolve disputes peacefully. Now let me explain the United Nations Organization. The United Nations, or UN, was founded on the 24th of October 1945 after the Second World War. It replaced the League of Nations. The main goal of the UN is to prevent future wars. The headquarters is in New York City. The UN has 193 member states. Almost every country in the world is a member. The UN has 6 main organs. The General Assembly is the main deliberative body. All member states are represented. Each country has 1 vote. Decisions on important matters require a 2/3 majority. The General Assembly discusses international issues. It also approves the UN budget. The Security Council is responsible for maintaining international peace and security. It has 15 members. 5 are permanent members: the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Russia, and China. The 10 non-permanent members are elected for 2-year terms. The permanent members have veto power. They can block any decision. The Security Council can impose sanctions. It can authorize military action. It can establish peacekeeping missions. The Secretariat is the administrative organ. It is headed by the Secretary General. The Secretary General is appointed for a 5-year term. The Secretariat carries out the day-to-day work of the UN. The International Court of Justice is the judicial organ. It is located in The Hague, Netherlands. It settles legal disputes between countries. It also gives advisory opinions on legal questions. The Economic and Social Council, or ECOSOC, coordinates the economic and social work of the UN. It oversees agencies like the World Health Organization and the UN Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. The Trusteeship Council was responsible for administering trust territories. It has completed its work and is now inactive. The functions of the UN include maintaining international peace and security, promoting human rights, providing humanitarian aid, supporting sustainable development, and upholding international law. The UN also provides a forum for countries to discuss issues peacefully. The achievements of the UN include preventing a third world war, mediating conflicts, providing peacekeeping forces, promoting decolonization, and advancing human rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted in 1948. The UN also leads the fight against poverty, disease, and climate change. The problems of the UN include the veto power of the permanent members. The Security Council is often paralyzed when a permanent member vetoes action. The UN also lacks its own military force. It depends on member states to provide troops. The UN is also underfunded. Many members do not pay their dues on time. The UN has also been criticized for bureaucracy and inefficiency. Now, let me explain the Organization of African Unity and the African Union. The Organization of African Unity, or OAU, was founded on the 25th of May 1963 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. It was founded by 32 independent African states. The main goals were to promote unity among African states, to end colonialism, to promote economic development, and to defend the sovereignty of member states. The OAU had several principles. It respected the borders inherited from colonialism. It did not interfere in the internal affairs of member states. It rejected violence as a means of settling disputes. The OAU achieved several successes. It helped to liberate many African countries from colonial rule. It supported liberation movements in Angola, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. It also promoted economic cooperation. However, the OAU was often criticized. It did not intervene in conflicts within member states. It was seen as a club of dictators. It had no power to enforce its decisions. The OAU was also underfunded. The African Union, or AU, replaced the OAU on the 9th of July 2002 in Durban, South Africa. The AU was created to address the weaknesses of the OAU. The AU has a more ambitious agenda. It promotes peace, security, democracy, human rights, and economic integration. The AU has the power to intervene in member states in cases of war crimes, genocide, or crimes against humanity. The AU has several organs. The Assembly of Heads of State and Government is the highest decision-making body. The Executive Council handles foreign policy. The Peace and Security Council handles conflict prevention and resolution. The Pan-African Parliament provides a forum for African legislators. The African Court of Justice handles legal disputes. The African Union Commission is the Secretariat. The achievements of the AU include the establishment of the African Peace and Security Architecture. The AU has mediated conflicts in Sudan, Somalia, and other countries. It has deployed peacekeeping missions. The AU also promoted the New Partnership for Africa's Development, or NEPAD. The AU has also worked on infrastructure development and economic integration. The problems of the AU include lack of funding. The AU depends on external donors. It also has limited capacity to enforce its decisions. Many member states are reluctant to give up sovereignty. Now, let me explain the Commonwealth of Nations. The Commonwealth is a voluntary association of independent countries that were formerly British colonies. The Commonwealth was founded in 1931 by the Statute of Westminster. It currently has 56 member states. The British monarch, King Charles III, is the symbolic head of the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth has no constitution or legal authority. It operates by consensus. The Commonwealth Secretariat coordinates activities. It is based in London. The Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, or CHOGM, meets every 2 years. The Commonwealth Ministerial Action Group deals with serious violations of Commonwealth principles. The objectives of the Commonwealth include promoting democracy, human rights, the rule of law, and economic development. The Commonwealth also promotes education, health, and youth development. The Commonwealth Games are held every 4 years. The achievements of the Commonwealth include the Harare Declaration of 1991, which committed members to democratic principles. The Commonwealth also suspended members that violated these principles, including Nigeria, Pakistan, and Zimbabwe. The Commonwealth promotes technical cooperation through the Commonwealth Fund for Technical Cooperation. The problems of the Commonwealth include its lack of enforcement power. It can only suspend members. It cannot impose sanctions. The Commonwealth is also seen as a relic of colonialism. Some members are republics that do not recognize the British monarch. The Commonwealth also struggles with funding. Now let me explain the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS. ECOWAS was founded on the 28th of May 1975 in Lagos, Nigeria. The treaty was signed by 15 West African countries. The main goal was to promote economic integration in West Africa. The objectives of ECOWAS include creating a single currency, the ECO, promoting free movement of goods and people, establishing a common market, and promoting peace and security. ECOWAS has several organs. The Authority of Heads of State and Government is the highest decision-making body. The Council of Ministers implements decisions. The Community Parliament provides a forum for legislators. The ECOWAS Commission is the Secretariat. The ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development provides financing. The ECOWAS Court of Justice handles legal disputes. The achievements of ECOWAS include the establishment of the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme, or ETLS, which allows free movement of goods. The ECOWAS passport allows citizens to travel within the region without visas. The ECOWAS Brown Card provides insurance for travelers. ECOWAS has also been active in peacekeeping. The ECOWAS Monitoring Group, or ECOMOG, intervened in Liberia and Sierra Leone in the 1990s. ECOWAS also mediated conflicts in Guinea-Bissau, Côte d'Ivoire, and Mali. The problems of ECOWAS include lack of implementation of decisions. Member states often ignore ECOWAS directives. The single currency project has been delayed. The region faces political instability and terrorism. ECOWAS also lacks adequate funding. A common exam question asks you to describe the organs and functions of the United Nations. Here is a sample answer. The United Nations has 6 main organs. The General Assembly includes all member states. It discusses international issues. The Security Council maintains peace and security. It has 5 permanent members with veto power. The Secretariat is the administrative organ. It is headed by the Secretary General. The International Court of Justice settles legal disputes. The Economic and Social Council coordinates economic and social work. The Trusteeship Council is now inactive. The functions of the UN include maintaining peace, promoting human rights, providing humanitarian aid, supporting development, and upholding international law. Another exam question asks you to explain the differences between the OAU and the AU. Here is your answer. The OAU was founded in 1963. The AU replaced it in 2002. The OAU did not interfere in the internal affairs of member states. The AU has the power to intervene in cases of war crimes, genocide, or crimes against humanity. The OAU focused on decolonization and ending apartheid. The AU focuses on peace, security, democracy, human rights, and economic integration. The AU has a more ambitious agenda than the OAU. The AU also has more organs, including the Peace and Security Council and the Pan-African Parliament. Another exam question asks you to discuss the objectives and achievements of the Commonwealth. Here is your answer. The Commonwealth is a voluntary association of former British colonies. Its objectives include promoting democracy, human rights, the rule of law, and economic development. Its achievements include the Harare Declaration, which committed members to democratic principles. The Commonwealth has suspended members that violated these principles. It also promotes technical cooperation and holds the Commonwealth Games. However, the Commonwealth lacks enforcement power and is seen by some as a relic of colonialism. Another exam question asks you to describe the achievements and problems of ECOWAS. Here is your answer. The achievements of ECOWAS include the Trade Liberalization Scheme, the ECOWAS Passport, the Brown Card Insurance Scheme, and peacekeeping interventions in Liberia and Sierra Leone. ECOWAS has also mediated conflicts in several West African countries. The problems of ECOWAS include lack of implementation of decisions, delays in the single currency project, political instability, terrorism, and inadequate funding. Despite these problems, ECOWAS remains the most successful regional organization in Africa. Here is what you need to take away. The UN was founded in 1945 to prevent war. Its organs include the General Assembly, Security Council, and Secretariat. The OAU was founded in 1963 to end colonialism. The AU replaced it in 2002 to promote democracy and peace. The Commonwealth is a voluntary association of former British colonies. ECOWAS was founded in 1975 to promote economic integration in West Africa. It has also been active in peacekeeping. Understanding international organizations is essential for understanding how countries cooperate. Practice these concepts. When you have them down, move to topic 8.